Hey guys, it's Jason from California. This is the video everyone's been waiting for me to make for quite some time. It's the video explaining the diabetic exchanges and how they can fit into your dietary plan, help you design a dietary plan for yourself, and also just really give you a basic understanding and knowledge so that you can start maybe learning something about what's in the food you're eating and how to balance your day out properly, and can see maybe how your diet is out of balance, for instance. The basic food groups, the basic macronutrients, for instance, carbs, fat, and protein, and then there's also alcohol, which we're not going to talk about today, just because it's not really that important for a weight loss plan, just saying. And also what those are broken down into. So there's carbs, fat, and protein, and then there's also vegetables, and there's also milk, and then there's also fruits. But those are all combinations. The main purpose of the dietary exchange system, the diabetic exchange system rather, is to show people that they can eat pretty much whatever they want to balance out their day with the macronutrients, to eat a balanced diet. For instance, it's be able to show you that half a banana contains the same amount of carbs and protein and calories as a whole apple, a whole medium apple. So it's basically saying you can exchange this half of the banana for this whole medium apple, and you're eating basically the exact same thing. That's the whole point of it. And there's diets based around these dietary exchanges. So I'm going to go through what each one is, what's in each one, and then some basic ideas of what you can find in each group. If you guys have any questions, which I'm sure you will have plenty of them, please ask me below. I will answer all of them. If you have really detailed questions, please feel free to email me personally. The first thing we're going to go through is, you obviously know what a macronutrient is by now. It's the building blocks of our diet. So carbohydrates, and protein, and fats. The first exchange that we're going to look at is what a vegetable is. A serving of vegetables is 25 calories, and if you break it down even more, it's 5 grams of carbs and 2 grams of protein in the serving of vegetables. Now, make it even simpler on you. A cup of raw vegetables is the serving, or half a cup of cooked vegetables, or 8 ounces of vegetable juice would all constitute what a vegetable serving is. The next one is a fruit. A fruit serving is 60 calories and 15 grams of carbohydrates. Excuse me. I already went over the half a banana is equal to a whole medium apple. Other examples would be half a cup of fruit juice, 1 cup of any cut fresh fruits, 3/4 cup of berries, 1/4 cup of dried fruit would be a good example. Now, what constitutes separating a fruit serving from a starch serving is the fact that starch servings have protein in them, and fruit doesn't have any protein in it. Starch serving is anywhere between 80 to 100 calories. For our purposes, we're going to say 80, just because most starch servings are 80 calories. A starch and a carbohydrate are not the same thing. Carbohydrates are just carbs only. A starch serving is designed to help diabetics especially be able to track their protein and their carbohydrates. So, what they did is they grouped it into a starch serving being 80 calories, 15 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of protein, and less than 3 grams of fat per serving. Some may argue that it's less than 1 gram of fat per serving. It's negligible, honestly, so we're not going to get too into that. Examples of starch servings would be starchy vegetables like corn, peas, potatoes, yams, and winter squash. 1/4 cup of those would be a good example of a starch serving. 3/4 of a cup of any cold cereal, or half a cup of cooked cereal. And obviously a good one for most people is rice and pasta. 1/2 cup of cooked rice and pasta would constitute a starch serving as well, not uncooked. There's a lot more to these lists, and I'm going to put a link in the sidebar, or the, in this case, underbar probably, giving you lists of all these foods and the exchange lists for each one. But I wanted to go into it even more just so you have a basic understanding of what we're doing. A milk serving is also another combination food. A milk serving is anywhere between 90 to 110 calories. 12 grams of carbs, 8 grams of protein, and less than 3 grams of fat per serving. Or really just any milk that's 1% or fat-free. A milk would be a cup of 1% or skim milk, 8 ounces, or a 6-ounce non-fat or low-fat yogurt, like a Dannon yogurt or a 4-ounce Activia yogurt, fall into that category. A fat serving is 45 calories and 5 grams of fat per serving. So like 1/8 of an avocado, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, a teaspoon of oil, 4 large or 10 small nuts, and salad dressings. 1 tablespoon of regular salad dressing or 2 tablespoons of light salad dressing would constitute a fat serving. And lastly is our meat category, which is 35 to 55 calories and 7 grams of protein and less than 3 grams of fat, because we're doing lean meats only. So 1 ounce of chicken, size of a computer disk, thick and size. 1 ounce of chicken, lean chicken. Other examples, if you don't want meat in your diet, would be cheese. 1/4 cup of shredded cheese, 1 ounce of cheese, which again is a square, a slice of cheese. So quick final note, this is why this is important. Basically you can use this to design your diet plan. So I'm going to show you an example of like what I've done. And then you can use little check boxes to mark off all your foods. So I hope that these exchanges helped you. I'm going to go more in depth into this later just because this video is getting really long. Feel free to send me a message or a comment below and I'll answer it. That's really it. I'll get into more of what visual cues we can use. I'll get into more of this later. So everyone have a wonderful day and I look forward to your questions. Bye.